Monkey Do came out some time ago on the main store after having a very successful pre-release in App Lab. We do not usually spend too much time talking about free-to-play games, as we usually think that you can just try it for yourself. But there is a real sentimental reason that I would like to talk to you about this particular game. I have, among other children, I have a 9-year-old daughter, and I love her very, very much. And one of my favorite things to do with her on a rainy Sunday afternoon is play a little bit of multiplayer VR. And if I say to her, Pickle Fandango, I'm not telling you her real name, what game would you like to play today? She will invariably say Monkey Do. It is her absolute favorite game, and as a result, some of my most treasured memories in VR have been in this fun little game where I swing through vines, collecting bananas, and throwing poo. And I will be honest with you, at first when I heard about this game, I thought that sounded like infantile nonsense that I would like nothing to do with. And having played it, I will tell you a little secret. Shh, don't tell anybody. I sometimes play it without her. The mechanics in Monkey Do are so solid that anyone like me who just really enjoys creative movement mechanics in VR, you should really get into this and play it. Like, honestly, mute the lobby, 100% mute the lobby. It is chaos in there. It makes me think that children are the worst, and it's full of screaming children. But take that aside and just concentrate on the mechanics of this game. What you'll find is something that is really well delivered and really fun to play. So the premise is it's a competitive game. There's a number of different game modes that you can play. You'll be in a jungle map or a cage map or a bamboo forest map. There's various different maps. And the one that we like to play is collecting the bananas. So it's a race to see who can get the most bananas the most quickly. There's also survival modes and plenty of other modes. There's a lot of content on offer here, particularly for a free game. You go and you swing through the trees. There's also a bit of gorilla tag style vaulting where you can use your hands just to jump you around, and you swing fast and furiously through the trees. Now, to give it a little bit more of a competitive edge, you literally can put your hand behind you, press the trigger button, and then you come out with a comical poop. And you throw the poop, the duke, the doo-doo, you throw it at the other monkeys, and if you hit them, it knocks one of their bananas out of their collection and sends them flying across the map. So as you're all racing around trying to be the first to collect 10 bananas, you're also flinging poop, and that is yet another place where the mechanics hold up. The throwing mechanics in this, take aside the fact that you're slinging Duke, it's really, really good. There's just enough aim assist to make it easy and intuitive and fun, particularly for younger players, but it's not so aim assist that you don't have to have a little bit of skill about you. It's really, really nicely balanced. So that's the main premise of it. Now, recently, the good folk that do Monkey Do, that do the do, have also put in a space upgrade, a space-based update where you can do some zero gravity movement, and the same modes apply, but you've got these 2 new space maps and you hover around or fly around. It's a little bit like Echo VR in terms of movement, like you've got the jets on your wrists and you move around. Now, I was going to cover that, and then I played it a little bit, and I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that it's bad, but for me, the thing that really makes this game work is the vine swinging, whether it be like the physics that are involved with jumping through a bamboo forest. So you land on a piece of bamboo and you've got to judge for where it springs forward and springs back, or swing through the vines and doing the same sort of thing, like the momentum that you get from the vines. That's where this game really, really shines. So the space things are there, and I went into a couple of lobbies to check it out, and there were some 7-year-olds that were losing their mind over it. For them, they said this was the best game they'd ever played. They loved space mode. For me, that wasn't it. But if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you have younger kids that you are introducing to VR, and I suppose I should go back and say my daughter's 10 so I don't get into any trouble because that's the legal age of Meta, but if you are trying to play something with your youngsters and you want something that's quite fun and is really light-hearted, I can recommend it. The art style is fantastic. It's really bright and colorful, and the little cartoon monkeys are cute and sweet, and you can get different cosmetics so you can change your look, and it's really, really good. The sound is also fantastic as well. Everything works really, really well. It's a class act for a free-to-play game, and I would really not call it a Gorilla Tag clone. I don't think that's fair to this game at all. But for a game that operates within a similar sphere to Gorilla Tag, this is definitely my preference. I would play this over that one any day, but that's just me. So, at this point, I am now going to give you the most fence-sitting kind of review score that I possibly can for Monkey Do. I'm going to walk you backwards from its intended audience, aka a 10-year-old or younger. I will give you a score based on a weathered, haggard gamer who is analyzing it for its credentials as a game with VR mechanics, and then I will give it another score based on the experience of going into a public lobby and attempting to play the game with those who are playing it natively. So let's go backwards from there. 9. 7.5. Infantile. 3. Oh hell. If you've enjoyed the channel and would like to stay up to date with the various things that I talk about, some of which are games, some of which are just about rashes I have on my body, click the subscribe button now. I didn't know I was going to say that till that came out of my mouth. Good day, fellow monkey dupers.